what I'm saying. So now you saw your mom struggle because most of you don't have fathers. Now you watch her struggle, and then now when you're at the top, you don't want to be with the woman that reminds you of your mom. And that's a black woman. So now you want to go and date somebody else, a colored woman or a white girl, because you have internalized racism and internal hatred for the things you went through and the things you saw her go through. So you don't want to be reminded of that. So let me take a colored babe. She's got curly hair. You're thinking about your kids because you hate yourself deep down. That's how I feel. But I'm not.
You know, there's a tendency in the black community that black women have a hatred of black men, and if black men have specific preferences, they get discriminated against, and they get gaslighted, and there's a lot of rage baiting that happens, particularly since we have social media. And if black men choose to date outside of their race, suddenly we have something called internalized racism. Now, we are going to paint a picture, and we're going to start in the past. The people who have internalized hate and internalized envy, it is black women. And we go back to the past because this thing started with your grandmothers, it came with your mothers, came with your aunties. Now you guys are doing it now in 2024, since, well, social media is big. Black women are envious of women of different skin tones, from their hair, their skin tones, and everything else in between. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. Your grandmothers used to sing a song that a lot of you sing today. And the song, it is when black women were getting married. Guess what the song used to say? Zwang, 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 libone, mwana utwana lili kalati. It shows that black women want to be colored women or white women. The representation or the effort to look semi-white or semi-colored, it is what you guys want in your lives. You guys don't want to be black. That's why you hate black men so much, because you dislike your own identity. That's why a lot of you don't put your own hair. You don't even use you even use makeup, and you're blessed with you're blessed with beautiful skin. You're blessed with beautiful skin. And this thing has been happening for decades, and it is continuing now. And the sad part is this, and I'm going to tell you guys, black men love themselves. We are not trying to emulate no one. We are not trying to emulate Indians. We are not trying to emulate white men. We are not trying to do any of those things. We are ourselves. We are ourselves. We know our identity. We know who we are. It's just that a lot of black men just find themselves in a lot of bad socioeconomic conditions. But the reality is black men are the epitome of black identity. Black women hate blackness to its highest degree. You guys see dreadlocks as something that is being dirty. You see afros as something that is so much, you see afros as something that is hard to do. But you can take an hour just to install a weave, put super glue on your hair, and force an image that is not your own. And the weaves are these weaves are itchy as fuck. And whenever something is itchy, it means it is being rejected by the host. There's a rejection. That is not your hair. So, the purpose of this video is to highlight the self-hatred that black women have. And it is perpetuated against black men. And you use an excuse of that black men, they are very abusive and all these things. And the reality of the story, most black men are not abusive. Because if all black men were abusive, a lot of crazy things would be happening. All of you would be probably in dire situations. But because you hate black men, you push a narrative and you don't want to take accountability. You paint all black men with the same brush, and sometimes you put black men in a box the way they don't even belong. Just because a lot of you have bad taste in men, now you want to classify all black men as being the same thing. So the reality of the story is, you guys don't love yourselves. You want to be white women. You want to be like colored women. That's why even this young girl is affected by the fact that black guys are choosing colored women. No. And it's not that this is something that is coming out of nowhere. No. Black men can choose whoever they want to choose. It is not that they think colored women are better, but in terms of behavior, colored women to a certain degree, they are better because they're loyal. They're not selfish like you guys. You guys are self-entitled. You are demanding. You think that the world revolves around you guys. You don't know how to treat a man if he does not have money. And if a lot of you would have dated those piano kids, this topic would have never came out. This topic would have never came out. But because when these kids are sitting in back rooms making beats, you think they're idiots. Now when they date out of you guys, you hate that. You fucking hate it.